What is the deal with PerioFLIX? I am here with Dr. Dan Kohut, an amazing periodontist, Nacho key resource and sponsor, and he has created a fantastic learning opportunity that people can use anywhere, anytime to get better at dentisting. Dan, I call dentisting full contact arts and crafts on people that don't want to be there. I compliment you on becoming a periodontist. No class twos for you, right?
No,
Yeah.
for sure not.
You want to go back to class twos and adjusting lower dentures? You might do that occasionally after implants.
Absolutely not.
So
Right.
tell us, we're so proud to have you as a sponsor. What is PerioFLIX and why did you create it?
So PerioFLIX is a site that is for the dentists that are interested in dental implant surgery, that want to learn how to place implants from more simple cases to slightly more complicated cases.
Gotcha.
I focus on wide ridges and then extractions and immediate placements. Where they want to take it after that to the next level, full arch, all that, they can do that with other training at that point.
Love that. So you're giving them a responsible introduction to implant dentistry. Tell us, so you have a monthly membership to PerioFLIX. Tell us a little bit about the content on there. Is it easy to watch? How long are the videos? Things like that.
Right. So the videos are pretty much individual teeth that I either take out or place an implant on. Like, for example, if I did an extraction in immediate placement number 11, the videos are typically around 10 minutes long.
Oh, cool.
And it's just basically focusing on the precision and technique, illustrating the intricacies of the procedure from start to finish.
Awesome. I mean, that's what we really need, digestible learning bites, to use a Nacho phrase. So now people are watching this monthly, seeing your videos, but you also told me there's an additional option. They can get mentorship from you. That sounds really cool. Tell our audience about that.
Correct. So I would take you under my wing for about a year and walk you through cases. I actually have my own implant manual that I created. I find a lot of the other manuals very exhaustive and just there's too much excess information that's not necessary for practice. So I've narrowed it down to my manual, which is like 10 pages long. I go through with you that exhaustively, and then we go through cases from start to finish, medical history, how would we plan it out, treatment planning, step-by-step osteotomy creation. I would set up a virtual meeting between me, if it's from a different state, with an implant rep, and we would get the parts and pieces.
That's awesome. What implant systems do you use most of the time?
I mostly use Straumann and BioHorizons.
Gotcha.
But it really comes down to what the practice is comfortable with, or the other doctors are comfortable with. I mean, implants are implants.
I always say dentists are very dentist, and I think I would love your attitude towards excess information is a problem. Excess information causes analysis paralysis. And I believe dental school learning is archaic many times on so many levels. Not only are we learning about things that nobody does anymore, right? We're literally learning about things that people, it'd be like learning about MySpace if you went to social media school. Secondly, too much information, people don't know where to do with it next. And I think it's awesome. You know, I explain when someone goes, Paul, what implant system do you use? I say, before I tell you, I want to share that placing implants is like exercising at the gym, and you should pick a pair of sneakers and go exercise. Reebok, Puma, Nike, New Balance. Now, I am a New Balance person. I'm a dad, right? Dads wear New Balances. But dentists get into, I got to buy the right exact system before I do anything. And I love what you said. Implants are implants. Of course, be responsible. Look what kind of support you need, what kind of systems, your comfort level, and the figure it out factor, right? You know, I'm someone who's done implants for now coming up on 2 decades. So I got a high figure it out factor tolerance. But 2 years into my career, I might not want to use an obscure system that just was introduced, not because their implants don't work, but who am I going to call for support? So I love that type of attitude.
Right. And I think a lot of dentists would like to incorporate more simpler cases into the practice. But I think exactly what you said, they're stuck in this analysis paralysis. Do I have the confidence? Can I do this? You know, and I think there was a lot of scare tactics put out by a lot of these bigger implant companies. that there's so much you need to learn. What it's not, it's just another skill set that you need to add.
And Christensen talks about this, Dan. So I know you've given up on the class 2, but Gordon Christensen, and I believe this, and I actually would change this a little. Placing a single tooth posterior implant in abundant bone has the same difficulty level as a class 2 composite. And we do class 2 composites all the time. So why not implants? What's Nacho nuts to me, and I was very lucky to be trained in my GPR. We tell general dentists, see some kids, refer the tough ones. Do some endo, refer the tough ones.
Right.
Do some extractions, refer the tough ones. But up until recently, people go, oh no, implants are all over here. And what that does is it hurts patients, because the general dentist is the one that's creating awareness. So why not train the general dentist responsibly like you do?
Exactly.
My title of my course is say why all general dentists should place some of their own implants, or at least find out more about it. Because I've taught 50 my first implant courses, and I'll share with you, I bet you less than half of those dentists, Dan, are placing implants today, but all of them are better referrals to you. Right. All of them are better treatment planners. So PerioFLIX, so you can get in. What's the monthly membership fee for the video site?
For the video site, it's $49 a month.
That's awesome.
And I add about 5 to 10 new videos every month, because it takes a while to edit these. And I add my educational tidbits and wisdom into the little tips during each of the steps in the surgery. And then the mentorship program is basically $1,199 I have. And it's
that's an amazing deal.
And, the biggest thing is really being available there for them, so that any questions, qualms, concerns they have, I want to address to increase that confidence level, because many general dentists can do more of these.
I love this. What site can they go to find out more about you?
It's PerioFLIX.com.
PerioFLIX.com. I love it. And where are you based out of again?
San Antonio, Texas.
Oh yeah, you got to come to Philadelphia to one of our events. Well, I love that you're here as part of our Nacho sponsor group. You're doing the work of the Lord G.V. Black, because you are scaling learning. When did you graduate from dental school?
2004.
So I'm 2002. And what I like to share, what we're doing right now didn't exist in many formats, right? There was no Zoom, and all learning was fairly cost prohibitive, okay? So now when you can learn for $50 a month how to help your patients increase profit, be better, it's just so awesome. And take advantage of this Nacho group, because you know what I actually will share, many dentists, they get into the what's next factor, and they go take a course on sleep apnea, and they never do any sleep apnea. Then they go take a course on digital dentistry, and they never do that. Or they have a CEREC holding up a plant over in the lobby, right? So I share what you do is invest $49 a month to explore your implant education. You might find out it's not even for you. You might find out you want to refer to your periodontist. Or I'm so proud of, I said I've taught 50 my first implant courses, Dan, and Dr. Matt Bickle, well, you can tag him, this comes out. He took my first course, and he's far exceeded me in implants, right? He's doing sinus lifts, he's doing all-on-4s. So you never know what kind of spark creates amazing opportunities for patients. And I thank you, and the community should thank you for not only supporting us as a sponsor, but to making this learning available. Because I'm assuming you can just watch it on your best friend, your phone, right?
Yes, you sure can. And I'm very passionate about education. And actually, before this, I had started a RDH study club for dental hygienists. And many of the doctors that I worked with here were like, hey, we want you to help us more. Help us do surgery, help us do implants into our practice. I was like, okay, I'm going to change gears and focus on that instead. And, especially with tougher times now, many offices are down 20, 30% across the country that I've been seeing and hearing. I said, it just makes more sense. You possess the skills to do this. It's just a separate skill set that you need to learn. It's not that difficult. It's not.
I would say make a flap, be able to sew it back together, right? And drill in a straight direction. General dentists, great at drilling in a straight direction.
Exactly. I mean, it's not rocket science.
And I think what you're doing is it's learning what you should do, and then just learning what you shouldn't do, right? I mean, What's very interesting is new dentists know enough to not do a full mouth rehab their first day out of dental school. But unfortunately, implant education, like we've talked about, can be very confusing. It can be irresponsible, and it often can give people more confidence than they should have in complicated cases.
Right.
So learn how to evaluate, I would say easy, medium, hard. Well, I love having you as part of the Dental Nachos group, Dr. Dan. Tell us one more time what site they can go to learn more about PerioFLIX.
So the site is www.perioflix.com, PerioFLIX.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for sharing with us.
Thank you.